Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I am Seri Hasya Sofiya and my group members are Muhammad Aniq Idham and Nurul Azira. We are students of Diploma in Mathematical Science under the Faculty of Computer and Mathematical Science in UITM Segamat. The topic for our group assignment is Applications of Geometry in Real Life. Let's start the video with some information about geometry. Geometry is one of the oldest branches of mathematics and is concerned with properties of space that are related with distance, shape, size, and relative position of figures. It is also a branch of mathematics that deals with relationships of points, lines, angles, surfaces, and solids. There are a lot of types of geometry, and the one we will talk about in this video is the Euclidean geometry.
For our first cases, our group has chosen a famous building in United States of America, which is Wils Tower. This building became famous because it is the heart of downtown Chicago and the future of work and play. Okay, let me brief you about Wils Tower. Wils Tower, or formerly known as Sears Tower, is located in Chicago, United States. This building was completed in May 1973. This building was designed by engineer Fazlur Rahman Khan and Bruce Graham. Wils Tower is a 1,450 feet skyscraper and has 110 floors. For the cost, Wils Tower took 170 million, and it makes Wils Tower the world's tallest building in 1973 until 1998. This is the chronology about how Sears Tower changed name to Wils Tower. The original vision for Wils Tower came to the life in 1969 when Sears Roebuck and the company decided it needed a center office space for 350,000 employees. After breaking ground in 1970, it took 3 years to complete the Wils Tower. 2,000 construction workers took part in the building Wils Tower. In 1973, Skydeck is officially open to public. In 1984, broadcast antennas are added to the building. In following years, building undergoes revitalization project and receives new atrium. The Skydeck undergoes a multi-million-dollar renovation in 2000, while in 2009, Sears Tower was renamed to Wils Tower after Willis Group Holding, the global insurance broker who called the tower its Midwest home. And Wils Tower was led by US Equators. Skydeck Chicago at Wils Tower debut new as hybrid experience and the ledge. Next, Wils Tower was purchased by Blackstone Group in 2015 for 1.3 billion, making it the largest retail transaction in the city of Chicago. And Equators office take over as building management. Visionary plan for Wils Tower, 500 million redevelopment are unveiled to the public in 2017. In 2018, redevelopment plans now underway to include 150,000 square feet of tenant exclusive amenities, ramp-paved worker, and Franklin lobbies. More than 300,000 square feet of new retail and base building modernization, including full redesign of vertical transportation. Lastly, in 2019, redevelopment progressed with completion of worker entrance and lobby featuring an art installation by renowned artist Jacob Hashimoto. Jackson Blue Variety entrance to the catalog open featuring several catalog retail tenant opening between fall 2019 until spring 2020.
Chicago has a nickname as Windy City. It is because of the strong shoot wind like a mist gun. So, the building was built with welded steel frames from vertical tubes that support one another. It is to provide the rigidity needed to limit the lateral sway from wind forces. The bundled tube system con, designed by Fazlur Rahman Khan for the 110-story Wils Tower, relied on the cluster of tubes connected together to act as a single unit. In addition, The tower is made up of T times T grid of 9 tubes rising to 4 different heights and connected at 3 sections along the way up. The 9 tubes support one another, strengthening the structure as a whole, and the variation in tube height disrupts the force of the wind. So with this design, Willis Tower can maintain its position as the tallest building for 25 years. Today in 2022, Willis Tower is owned by Blackstone Group and managed by EQ Office. The tower is home to more than 100 businesses including law, insurance, transportation, financial companies and more. Radio and television stations are also broadcast from Willis Tower rooftop. 15,000 people currently works at Willis Tower, not including the thousands of skydeck visitors, and 12 million people pass by and through Willis Tower each year. Although in 2017, 125,000 square feet of the new amenity space, including tower house and altitude, were built exclusively for Willis Tower tenants. Tower House is located on the 33rd and 34th floors, featuring a bar, cafe, conference center, and 30,000 square foot fitness center called Tone. Altitude is located on the 66th and 67th floor, featuring a cafe, relaxing lounge seating, informal meeting space, and breathtaking views of Chicago's lakefront. Now, Willis Tower is the 12th tallest building in the world and the second tallest building in North America.
As we already know, the building is made of 9 square tubes attached together, or what we have identified as cuboids. We will only be calculating the volume of the west and center tubes as we do not have enough information for the rest of the tubes to calculate the total volume of the building. Moving on, each tube of the building has a base of 23 by 23 meters, which means as long as we have information about the 4 different heights of the tube, we can calculate the total volume of the building. However, we only know the height for the west and center tubes, which is 442 meters. To find the volume, we will use the formula for volume of cuboid, which is base area times height. All we need to do is just substitute the values into the formula. Since there is 2 tubes, the base area will be 23 times 46 meters and the height is still 442 meters. So, the total volume would be 467,636 cubic meters.
For our second chosen case, we have picked a different one from the previous case, and it is a logo from a famous brand around the world. I will present to you our chosen logos, ADIDAS. Indeed, ADIDAS is a famous brand that has been known around the world. At this moment in time, ADIDAS is the second biggest sportswear in the world. Now, we are going to tell you a little about this logo. First, we will introduce the producer of this famous brand, ADIDAS Sportswear. The founder of this company is Adolf Dassler. He created the company along with his brother in 1924. When he started creating the logo, there have been a conflict about royalty and so on with Carhu Sports. Therefore, in 1952, he bought the logo from Carhu Sports. If the amount of the money it costs to buy the logo is converted to this day, it will cost around 1,600 euros with 2 whiskey bottles. And in the early 17th, ADIDAS company has spread among the Europe and being known by its 3 parallel stripes on the logo. Those stripes on the logo has been their trademark until now.
From the start of the existence of ADIDAS, there were 3 logos that has been created. The first logo is called Mountain Logo because of its shape that looks like a mountain. This logo is often used on sportswear among the athletes. The second design, it looks like 3 leaves with 3 parallel stripes on it. This logo is used on their shoes product or casual apparel. And the last logo, it might seem like a ball with 3 scratches on it. This design is mainly used on products in collaboration with other famous designers. Next, we are going to talk about the characteristics of this brand. ADIDAS is known by its symbolic 3 stripes line on the logo to show that their diversity is the main focus of the company. The mountain design is to represent that each challenge and obstacle can be overcome by a single idea, and the round shape represents a quick adaptation to change. Since ADIDAS logo is pasted on every product of theirs, there is no exact measurement for the logo due to the fact that different sized products uses different sized logos. Hence, we chose the mountain-like logo for our second case. The shape that we identified in our chosen logo is trapezium.
So, we are going to calculate the area of the logo. First, we divided the logo into 3 parts. Each part, if we rotate 30 degrees to the left, it will become a trapezium. Then, all part is arranged like on the slide. We are using random number as a measurement, with the same ratio applied to all parts. The height of all 3 parts will be 2 cm. The smaller length will be 1 cm, while the longer length will increase by 2. Now, we are going to calculate each area. Since a logo is 2-dimensional, there is no way we can find the total volume of the logo. So, we will only find the total area. Before we start calculating, we must know the formula for area of the trapezium. The formula is 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times height. Now that we know the formula, we can start calculating. We will use the formula for area of trapezium. Then we will substitute the value in the formula. So we will get the area of the first part. We will just repeat the same step for part 2 and part 3 using their own value. After we got all area for each part, we will sum all area of the logo. The total area of the logo will be area 1 plus area 2 plus area 3. So the answer is 36 cm squared.
In conclusion, geometry plays an important role throughout our daily life. It is needed mostly for designing buildings or logos since most people remember visuals better than words. A good simple brand logo would help in keeping people reminded of the brand, considering a brand logo is a visual representation of the specific brand. The shape of a building also needs to be well thought out, especially for trademarks or tourist attractions. A uniquely designed building will make people reminisce and appreciate the building better. These are our references. That is all from us. Thank you for watching our video.